start at the 25. Using his legs, it's Davis. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has got it.
For the first carry of the game, and it ends with a fumble. Chris, you and I know this staff. We might see the backup get some reps on the next drive.
And now from the pistol formation. Here's the handoff. Runs through the defender. Tough running to avoid a loss and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year. Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Wow, it is an impressive start for an emotional game like this. To be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last possession, they bundled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long and find out who the best team is late in this game. You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Short pass finds the tight end. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
The Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Brought down quickly, but the game moves the football to the 30.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Kirk, all these players aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays and try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Knowles.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think... offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. The tight end has got it. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Tigers will line up here on 1st down and goal. And the call is quarterback sneak. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Catch made by the tight end. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Caught quickly. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
Looking for some space. It's Davis. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. Finding space at the 20. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
The offense threatening now. First and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming up, second down and goal. He'll ride the back again here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida State.
Great job by this offense, answering the bell and getting 6 on the board. We're just an extra point from this thing being all tied up, and you got to think the scoreboard operator isn't done just yet today.
They're set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now on the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Simmons. Grabbed by the receiver.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And there's the handoff. Enough for a first down at the 32nd.
So your defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. That is broken up and incomplete.
Really good job here showing discipline by this defense. Seeing that corner route, did exactly what they needed to do to be in position to make that an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up the third down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll give it to the running back. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Clemson.
So that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Offense heads back onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. That's caught. It's McCoy. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Look out, he's loose. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
What a great example of why this tight end is one of the top tight ends in college football. This guy's got great speed, but he also has the power to be able to break through those arm tackles and take it to the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw to the left. Well, he moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Looking to pass. It's Simmons. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to 29.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll try the ground game here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Grab behind the line. It's Adams. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, How frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back, and how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch, picks up the first down.
Looking to the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
3rd down, it's a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Sawchuk. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's McCoy. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Gets made on the out route. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the 1st down marker.
Man, it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. it's reeled in. It's McCoy. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Bringing pressure. Runs out of room and runs out of time. They trap him for a sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
And it's good right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but it shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking for the wideout. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Takes a deep shot on the move. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, what a grab! They're able to move the sticks and set up now 1st down at the 34. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
So a 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He shrinks the tackle. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. With the catch, it's Brown. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quick throw to the left. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
The Tigers will line up to kick it away. Hunter comes out for the first time today. Look at a pin him back. They'll kick it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Sawchuk. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
And the Seminoles have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Sawchuk. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The ball is caught. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double cover certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today. Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Knowles. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Dropping back. It's Simmons. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Florida State. A big defensive score.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That's real win. It's Brown. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. He hands it off from the gun. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Finds an open target on the left side. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. And the Tigers trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Send the back in motion. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down and goal. And the back now goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Adams. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kurt. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Tries to get it to the running back. With sure hands, it's Sawchuk. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
but they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Florida State 45, Clemson 30.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Running out of time in the pocket. He makes the grab. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking to throw it again. Near the goal line. Steps out of bounds after a solid game, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Well, it's been all passing all the time on this drive. This guy's 5 for 5, and now they're sitting at 1st and goal.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Tigers come up to the line in a hurry-up. To the air, it's Simmons. He's got it near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Well, it's tough to play defense inside the 5-yard line. You're spread all over the field. They do a good job of pressuring, but more importantly, they keep the receiver short of the goal line.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get the 6 points now?
Looking for 6. Touchdown, Clemson. Great catch when they desperately needed it. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. And he'll set up to throw. This is caught. Could be an important 2-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This is a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
short return with the takeaway. The 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up.
Single.
Back to pass. It's Simmons. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the open. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Clemson, 42.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Finds his man. It's Brown. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Brown. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Able to recover his own fumble and get first down yardage.
Oh, my gosh, the defense did.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to pass. It's Simmons. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Throwing for his running back. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And the Tigers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw yet again. Moves left out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
We Talk about this defense stepping up, first and goal, and they get the pass breakup, making sure every yard is earned.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. Here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail them. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hands make a play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Short connection to the tight end here. He's found some room at the 45. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Grinding away with a running game. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. We're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise.
The Noles will line up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Pointing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Looking deep for late game heroics. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
To throw, it's Simmons. Tight end makes the catch on the corner route, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Looking to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot.
Now the important point after attempts. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Seminoles will look to bleed this clock out now in the final minute. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Knowles will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up second down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
Well, that